Chaos chytist back with another video. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had a lot of notes planned out today to do a couple of videos. I just feel like when I'm reading off something, I'm just not being authentic. I'm not being my authentic self. So I wanna give y'all the unhinged version of me. And what I wanna talk about today is I wanna give y'all a part 2 to my prison story. You know what I'm saying? So when I go into this prison story, there will be some names. I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna say specific events that happen because that will be telling on individuals, and of course that's not what I'm into because y'all know the situation. If I do refer to some things, I'm gonna twist the story up, drop some sauce on the names, but just know I'm just giving y'all it from my perspective, from a positive point of view, just in case somebody is facing some time. It's a lot of people facing federal time right now. And I wanna say, like, when I was going through my situation, I wish that there was somebody out there that told me what to do, what not to do, what to look out for, who to trust. You can't trust nobody. Like, your morning routine, what it's gonna look like, the difference between prison and jail, the difference between plea deals and proffers. There's a lot of stuff that go into the federal system. And I wanna start by saying, you can prevent a lot of federal time, because there's a lot of people I know, y'all get money, y'all make y'all plays, but all y'all do that's out there that's busting y'all plays and y'all got y'all blicky on you, leave the blicky. Because I'm trying to tell you right now, they catch that blicky around what you got going on, straight to the feds. You're getting 5 for the blicky and you're gonna do whatever time you're gonna do. But just know, the times you're gonna do for whatever you get hand up on, that blicky gonna get you extra 5. They call that the 9. What is it? A 924C. You don't want the 924C. That's no First Step Act. You don't get no RDAP. You're gonna do every single day, whatever the 85% is. You ain't getting none of the benefits. There were so many people that I was down with that was just so upset that they couldn't get none of the stuff they thought was gonna get handed to them because of that 924C. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna stop that First Act. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna stop that RDAP, but the 924C, you ain't got man coming to you. What I want to say now, like, the difference between jail and prison. When you go to jail is basically like a holding facility where you got your phone, you got your tablets. I recommend not even getting no books sent in because you're gonna go through transit and you're gonna lose basically everything. I recommend, if you in the jail system, you in holding, don't buy up a bunch of stuff. Get you some snacks, maybe some couple soups, some tunas, some mackerel. They got mackerel. And you lucky if you're in a good spot, you might be able to get something good. But if you want to hold in Atlanta holdover, you ain't got nothing coming to you. You barely gonna get draws. But first and foremost, let's talk about the jail. In jail, stay away from the deuce. Stay away from the gambling. If you want to get like a cell or something like that, don't buy a cell. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm so green. I ain't never been down before. I forgot the dude's name. But anyway, I met a guy, we got cool or whatever, but I hated the dude that they put me in there with. He was a deuce head, so I wanted to switch cells. I actually called up, cashed out some money to another inmate just to get his cell. Me not knowing that I'm basically in transit, I'm not gonna be there for too much longer. I done paid like $100 to get this. Well, I think I dropped 50 and the other dude dropped 50 to get the cell. Not knowing that, bro, we ain't even gonna be there that long. So I done dropped money, not even knowing that. So don't drop no money, save your money. If you popular, like me when I went in there, keep your cover as long as you can. Don't let these dudes blow your cover, because one, I ain't never get extorted, but that is a possibility. I was lucky enough to have some people in there that had my back, that held me down and put me up on game. You might not be in that same situation. You might get extorted. You might, might be some things that you go through on your journey. But basically what I want to say is, like, stay away from the deuce. Don't do no drugs in there. Stay away from all of that stuff. Keep your medication. If you got medication, keep that. Don't bother with none of that stuff. Keep to yourself. You can't trust nobody. And especially if you're in jail and you waiting to go to, like, get your time and you ain't already got sentenced, don't go talking to nobody about your case. There's gonna be a lot of people in there that's gonna try to give you game, but you gotta realize it's the feds. It is the feds in the federal system. You got what they call informants. You got people who made profits. You got somebody that's in there waiting to hear something that you say so they can go back to the courts or go back to the USA attorney, meet with them, and tell them what they done heard in there. So keep your mouth shut, especially if you ain't got sentenced yet, because it's somebody somebody there waiting to hop in your case. So jail was basically like you in a pod, you get to go outside for probably like, I want to say about 15 minutes a day, get you some rec in, go and get your push-ups in, play some ball. If you don't play basketball, learn how to play basketball. I ain't never played basketball until I went to jail, so I don't want to hear that. And then, you know what I'm saying, you got you a cell, you behind the door. Me, I was fortunate enough, like I said in my first video, I was fortunate enough to go to a prison camp. When I went through transit, there was a lot of people crying, saying that they was going to the super maxes and the higher ups, the maximums, and you know what I'm saying, the violent people, you know, they in there start to get critical. You gotta watch your back, you know what I'm saying? But me, I was lucky enough to start at the bottom. It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was sweet. Of course, don't nobody wanna be away from their family, but like I can't complain. I'm not gonna complain because a lot of people who would have been blessed to be in my situation, and I'm super glad that it came out how it played out, and I had to go to a minimum. I didn't want to go to any of that, but did I deserve to go to any of that? No. Like I said, you got to go up, pay yourself for that, be minimum, just enjoy the ride, just a vacation, just a mental break, you know what I'm saying? Another thing I want to say, like when you're going through transit, like I said, save your money, because you're going to go to prison. That's where you're going to be at for the remainder of your time. You can go through transit, they're not going to really tell you. Shout out to dude who told me where I was gonna get designated to, but they don't really tell you that in transit until you actually get there. When you're in transit, transit is a hellhole. That's somewhere you do not want to be at because it's just passing by. So there's gonna be people in there that's trying to get over. It's gonna be people in there that's trying to get what they can get. You feel me? So the guards are extra like uptight. They talk to you any kind of way because they know that it's just people in there just passing by. There's a whole lot of criminals going through. Even though you're a camper, if you're a camper, you know, you still get treated like somebody who committed a crazy crime, you feel me? So in transit, don't take it personal, stay down. You're only gonna be in transit for about 3 weeks to a month. If you're in there for a month, I pray for you because I had to stay for 2.5, 3 weeks and I ain't gonna lie. I was in there praying to God. After that, you're gonna get designated. I went to Alabama, so when we got to Alabama, it kinda looked like a post office. It was very minimal. It was on the Air Force base. Like I said, I was very fortunate to go to a camp. When I got there, it kind of reminds you of like a college campus in a sense, because we got 3 different buildings. One building is for RDAP. RDAP is all housed together. And people who don't know about the RDAP is a residential drug something program. What RDAP does is basically like a group therapy course that you take for like 6 months. I think it's 6 to 9 months to complete, and you get a year off of your time. So a lot of people trying to get an RDAP, try to like plead out that they junkies or whatever. They go through RDAP and they get out. They get literally a year shaved off of their time. So if you got 5 years, it's gonna take you 9 months to complete. So basically, if you got 5 years, you'll basically only end up doing about 24 months altogether with the First Step Act and RDAP. So that's super good. When you get to prison is a whole nother thing. Like I said, I want to say like prison is kind of like high school in a sense, because you can do one thing and you can say one thing and it's gonna travel throughout the whole prison. I don't care what prison you're in. I done heard stories about every single prison. If you just get into jail or you get into prison and it's your first time there, get you some shower shoes. Do not get in that shower without shower shoes. There's people in there doing God knows what. So when I go to the gym, I even wear shower shoes now because it's changed my whole mindset on that. Get you some shower shoes. Always get you some shower shoes. So prison, you can't just be saying anything because you're gonna travel. If you capping, it's gonna travel all the way through. You can't go to prison trolling because people won't take you serious. Another thing in prison where I had to realize, because I'm coming from the streets, I'm coming from being a mentor, I'm coming from having businesses, I'm coming from doing YouTube. My whole life is motivating people to do better. And it kind of messed me up in the head when I went to prison because I see all of these people with potential and this and that, and I'm so used to talking to millionaires and aspiring entrepreneurs. So I'm in there telling people like, hey bro, you know, you can make 5 to 10K a month, you can make 100K a month. I'm in there motivating people. I'm thinking that I'm motivating people. And the whole time, it's just people in there like, man, he think he better than us, man. He think he this and that, you know what I'm saying? But the whole time, I mean no harm to nobody, you know? I'm just trying to help out the next person. So in prison, it's kind of crazy because everything is reversed. If you doing good, if you doing positive things, people gonna treat it like negative things. They be like, oh, he think he too good. Well, he must be telling, you know what I'm saying? He too good. Why he ain't trying to break the law, you know what I'm saying? So in prison, you gotta have like a thin line. Don't be no dummy and crash out when you see other people crashing out, but don't be too good so people won't think that you sweet or whatever. So basically, like, when you get to prison, I was at a camp, you know what I'm saying? It's phones in there, you feel me? So I ain't gonna tell nobody on YouTube to goddamn do what they do, but you feel me? Move how you move when you get in there. I should break down it, but I don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? I'll keep that. If people still doing time, I can't, you know what I'm saying, throwing the sauce out there, you know, messing a situation up. Somebody might see my video and next thing you know, ain't nothing going on, you feel me? And I don't want to be the person who, you know what I'm saying, the bearer of bad news or, you know what I'm saying, even be looked at in that light. But everybody knows you can get phones in there. My whole time, when I was locked up, I was on social media. My time flew by. We in the camp, man. We in the camp, you feel me? When you in the camp, the thing about being in the camp, you are going to work. Best believe you going to work. You don't want to go work, you're going to ship you out to somewhere where you're going to wish you went to work. They're going to ship you to a low or a medium. You might get into it with one of the guards or something, so you might end up going to a low. The low, it's like, it's a low, but you know, you got other type of people in there and you got a gate around it. In the camp, you ain't got no gate around it. So you just, you know, you just out there, you feel me? If I wanted to leave the camp, if I wanted to walk back to Atlanta or catch a ride back to Atlanta, I could just walk right off. And it kind of messed me up because there's certain buildings on the actual Air Force base that we allowed to just go out the gate and walk to. So they wasn't worried about nobody escaping. And I think if you leave, you can actually dip as long as you back within 48 hours. Anything after 40 hours, they're gonna hit you with an escape charge. But they will hit you with a disciplinary action. And in the feds, the disciplinary actions is shots. You got a 100 series shot, you got a 200 series shot, you got a 300 series shot. 100 series shot is the most serious shot. If you get a 100 series shot, I mean, you're going away from that and get you away from that. I think 200 series, you get some time taken away. But you're gonna get some time taken away on 100 anyway, but you got like 15 days taken off in a good time. What really messed me up when I got to the prison is the currency. You know how we exchange dollars in the real world? In prison, this is how it goes. They got stamps. I said the same thing. I know if you're watching this video right now, you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Stamps. Not food stamps, stamps like postal stamps. So they got these little stamps and that's the currency. I think it was like 5 stamps for some Rice Krispies, 10 stamps for a box of oatmeal pies. I want some macros, like 3 or 4 stamps. I don't really remember the currency like that, you know what I'm saying? But when you get in there, make sure you get the essentials. I was lucky enough to have people who really rock with me, rock with the content, rock with my movement, so they was giving me stuff. You in there and you just in there and you ain't got nobody in there from where you from. If you in there and there's somebody where you from and you been in there for a while, make sure you load them up. Everybody that was from Atlanta, everybody that was from Virginia, I loaded them up with whatever I had at the time. I would give them some food, I would give them some socks, I would give them some joggers, whatever I could to help them out, you know what I'm saying? Because they from where you from, you always gotta hold them down because really, when you're away, that's all you got. Yeah, the stamps is the currency. You're gonna have people in there cooking. What messed me up too is people in there cooking with the irons. I'm at a camp. I'm not in a high, you know, I know they got the stingers and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? The food system, I don't care where you at in Fez. Monday, you're gonna get tacos or tater tots or whatever. Tuesday, you can get that chicken, the Chick-fil-A chicken. Wednesday, you can get that burger on Wednesday. And Thursday, you're gonna get that rotisserie chicken. Everybody want to get that Thursday chicken. It just made my stomach turn to even think about that rotisserie chicken. I can't even go to Publix right now and get no rotisserie chicken because every Thursday I was eating that rotisserie chicken. Another thing, you just got to get your routine together and your time go by quick. My routine was, it's a big ass track. I run 5Ks damn near every other day. I wish I was running back when I was locked up. I really do. Hit that track. It's a track around every compound and work out every day. So I got up, I went to work, got off work. But that's another thing too I forgot. Make sure y'all on them counts. Because if you ain't where you supposed to be when they count, your ass about it there. You can get a shot. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. Make sure you always on them counts. Even when you're in jail or you're in prison, stand for them counts. Make sure you're on them counts because the counts definitely will get your ass gone. Be on them counts. So wake up, go to work. If you're lucky enough to have somebody rock with you at the camp, you might get you some Burger King, you might get you some, whatever they got. There's a whole lot of restaurants everywhere in other prisons, but we got food every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? After work, you come back. I had the GED, because I ain't have my GED. So I went to GED in the morning time. Then I went to work. When I went to work, then I had finessed my way to come back. My boy brought me back from the school, so I only worked for literally like an hour. Instead of working a whole 8-hour day, I would work only like an hour. So I finessed that. After the GED, go eat lunch. After lunch, come back to the dorm. And this is all the compound, walking around the compound type shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was free. It wasn't like no controlled movement. So like if I want to leave out the building, I can leave out the building. There's no locked doors. The inside is like a dorm. Like literally we had these little cubby holes. I had my locker. I had everything laid out in my locker. You know what I'm saying? I would come back from the store. People would be like, man, goddamn, Chaos, you goddamn. I would spend the whole $300 every time I could and just flood and fill everything up. Like I said, don't be like me. Do not be like me. Save your money. Save as much money as you can. Unless you got hella time. You got 5-6 years. Survive. Go on survival mode. But you only got a year and a half like I did, a year and some change like I did. Save your money. Go in there, do your time, get about the way. Don't go in there trying to be no hot shot. Don't go in there trying to floss like you got. Even if you do got it, dumb yourself down, you know what I'm saying? Dumb it down a little bit, you feel me? Tone it down, because it ain't that serious, you feel me? Do your time, get about the way. I wish nobody knew who I was on. I wish nobody knew my cover when I was in there, but we created a big movement. In my case, it was super huge, so I had to go and deal with what I had. So, like I said, your routine is important. I worked out every day. I met a great guy. It's crazy because he was one of the people that nobody wanted to work out with, and I ended up working out so much in there that I pushed him. So I'm in there pushing him at the end of the day. He like, damn, he looking at me for motivation, which is crazy, you know what I'm saying? So just be somebody in there that want to work out. Be looked up to in that sense, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's a lot of prison stories, man, but I just want to give y'all a couple of things to look out for if you ever facing prison time or federal time, because like I said, on YouTube, it wasn't too many videos that I could look at, see somebody who actually been through my situation. So if you're going through a situation right now, I pray for you. You know, it's a hard situation. I know the stress that you're going through. I had 5 years taken away from my life, even facing the case. It's crazy, like I had to wait 5 whole years on bond, thinking about every single day, like how much time am I gonna do? Am I gonna be here from this time? 5 years to do 1 year. So basically 6 years and some change dealing with these people, you feel me? So I know what you're going through. I know the stresses that you're going through. Pray for you. I hope that everything is gonna work out for you. I hope you get the least amount of time. I hope you beat your case if you're gonna take them folks to trial. I know that's a scary feeling, but you know what I'm saying? If you're going through that situation, I'm praying for you. Hope everything work out for you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just wanna help people out. Wanna help y'all win. Help y'all have a better life. Catch y'all on the next video. Peace.